Hello, welcome back to my channel. Yes, I know I am wearing a very similar ensemble slash look as a previous video. I filmed 2 videos in one day and this is just a little intro, so I didn't think I needed to completely change up my look before filming the BoxyCharm unboxing. But we're not here to talk about that. What we're here to talk about is my desk tour. That's what I've decided to call it. And I have this little corner in my room that is my workspace. It's my workspace for being a mom, for being a wife, for being a YouTube personality person. I don't know even what to call myself half the time. I wear many hats. But that is my workspace, and I keep my makeup there as well. And I organize all the different things that I do on there. So I've always wanted to give a little tour of what I got going on because I think that it's very helpful to see how other people organize and how I use such a small space to compact everything in a way that's like functional, and I think that it's cute. So maybe you'll get inspired to create a little space in your room that's just kind of your zone. And now we can jump into the actual video of what I got going on in my desk. Okay, so I'm going to start top to bottom. The first thing, or the highest thing in this little corner, is my white shelf. I got this shelf from IKEA. I picked this drawer, one, because it matches with the desk, but I also like that it's not just a normal shelf, it actually has a couple of drawers that match the Alex drawers. So it was additional storage space, and I just thought it matched really well, and like I said, it added a lot of storage space, not just on top, but in here. First things first, this is like my mini collection of perfumes. My favorite ones I leave in front. I keep my wedding ring up there. I tend to take it off at night, so that's just kind of where I put it. This is a little acrylic piece that I got from the Container Store when I purchased my acrylic drawers. Next up, I have this box here. Michael bought me a gift from Benefit Cosmetics one year for Christmas, and it came with this little box because he had them gift wrap it for him, and I've just kind of hung on to it ever since because I think it's super cute and it's come in handy. It opens up like this, and inside I keep all of my little foundations for my airbrush kit and the CD and the instructions, so it's something that I don't necessarily reach for all the time, which is why I'm okay leaving that in a box. And then on top of that, I have one of these little acrylic lipstick holders. And I originally bought this because at my previous home I had this down and on my vanity, and these were the ones that I reached for, but now it's just become more of a display, and I don't know, I just think it still looks cute, so I've kept them in there, and that sits right on top of there. Next up, this is more of my office type stuff. So I have my planner, I have one of these little dividers that I keep receipts in. I have stuff that needs to be filed because I do have a little file box in my closet with a bunch of important papers. And then here I have a bunch of different folders for different things. This right here is a plastic 3-drawer organizer that I got from Target. And at the very bottom I keep all of my office supplies. So I have like a stapler and a pair of scissors and stuff like that, tape, glue, all the essentials. And then in here I keep computer paper, so that's easily accessible. And then up top is more of like my extra glue, my extra scissors, my extra pens. I have a lot of extra office supplies. And then this drawer here is filled with all of my stationery stuff. Well, again, just some of it. I have a problem with stationery. I have some stamps, and then I have a ton of like little note cards and thank you cards that I have yet to use. They're just so cute and so inexpensive at Target that I keep picking them up. So I don't know, maybe one day when I get a P.O. box, I'll be able to like send you guys thank you notes. And then these are little notebooks. I have 2 of those. I have no idea why. And then over here, I'm actually like prepared in case somebody has a birthday or like an emergency party that I didn't get a card for. So I actually have like cards, and then these are little notebooks too. Oh my gosh, you guys. I have an unrealistic amount of stationery. Next drawer over is more techie stuff, kind of. This is my external hard drive. I have a couple pairs of headphones. Don't ask me how these stickers got in here. Just take those out. I have like an old cell phone, the remote to my TV so the boys don't get it. These are like little cleaning cloths for my screen. And then this is an old tripod, a stylus, my SD cards. I may have mentioned some of these things twice, but yeah, that's where I keep like all my techie-ish type stuff. And this is just an honorable mention. I bought these little lights at Target. They were $3 and they were in like the dollar section, and I don't know, I think they add like a really cute touch. And I used to have the letter E there for spring. It was really like floral and flowery, and I just feel that this is a little bit more fall-ish and that it's maybe a little bit more Halloween. That's a photo of me and Christina at the Ipsy pre-party this year, or the Generation Beauty pre-party. That's what it is. And then over there I have a picture of me and Michael. I want to get some of the boys and put them over here. I just, surprisingly enough, don't have any like photos on hand. They're all digitally stored somewhere. Next up is the actual desk, and I got this from IKEA too. I placed my MacBook there so it's like directly in front of where I sit. I used to have it over there, but I found that I was pivoting too much and I was actually like legitimately getting back pain when I would edit. So I moved it over here to the middle, and since then it's been working out great. I have my little vanity mirror over here. I have no idea where it's from. My sister got it for me one year for Christmas, and I just pull that forward to the middle and I'll like turn on Netflix when I'm doing my makeup. It's the bomb. Over here I have stacked up like all of my face brushes, and then in those drawers the top one is eyebrows, the middle one is eyeliners, and then the bottom one is mascaras, and I'll get into that like once I start showing you guys my makeup. And then on the left side is, wouldn't you know, more stationery. I just think they're so pretty and I can't help it. That one has like a peacock on it, and the other one just has this really cool geometric design. And I think there's even another one to the left. And then that's my Bible, because again, this whole area is just like where I do all my work, whether it's like ministry homework or YouTube stuff or stuff for work or whatever. Like, this is my zone, and I like making it as comfortable as possible, and I like to have everything super accessible. And then I always have like a little notepad and a pen handy because I'll get phone calls or I'll need to jot down something from the computer, so it's really, really handy to have that over there. And then just in case you didn't know, I have a trackpad, not a mouse, so that's why that's there. And also, best decision ever, love having a trackpad instead of a mouse, although Michael tends to hate it. I don't know if you guys are interested in knowing what brushes I have. Obviously, like I said, they are dirty because I use them all the time. But these are all my face brushes. I use this big vase that I got at Walmart. But I have a ton of brushes. I used to only have Sigma brushes, but now I have like Morphe, It Cosmetics, Real Techniques, Crown Brush. I have a whole bunch of brushes, Vasanti. So these are all my face brushes. I don't mean to say like I have a whole bunch, like, oh my god, I have so many brushes. It's really hard to do this video without sounding snobby. That's just the way it is. But I meant to say, like, I have a variety of brushes now, where as before this would have had like 3. This next set of brushes, this is a Soho container that I got from Christina. She won it at Generation Beauty the first year we went, and we like split the prize because we promised each other if one of us won we would split it with the other one. So she did that. On the left side, these are all my precision brushes, except for that one. I don't know why. That one's not supposed, this one's supposed to be here. Okay. So these are all my precision brushes. These are like my lip brushes, my concealer brushes that I use to like get underneath my brows. Same here. I have so many angled brushes because I'm big on brows, and like I don't always have time to wash my angled brush, so I like having a fresh angled brush to do my brows, not one that's like all crusty. And then this is where I keep my eyeliner brushes, all that jazz. So those stay in there. And then over here, these are my like new definition brushes, I call them. They're meant for something, but I specifically use them for face detailing. So for example, this is a BH Cosmetics blending brush, and if you've watched me for a while, you know that I use this to contour. So they're basically, I guess, face brushes, but they're not big enough to be over there. This last brush holder is actually a pencil case from Staples. Again, I also talked about it in my DIY brush holder or makeup brush holder video, so you can check that out. These are all my eyeshadow brushes. I have a feeling that like I'm missing some of them. I feel like the boys have gotten into them. I know that I'm definitely missing some face brushes, so I have been looking at this like, damn, I could use a few more. I know that sounds crazy, but I could. I'll just pick out a few. It took me a while, but I've actually officially fallen in love with some Morphe blending brushes, so super stoked about that. Favesies Sigma small tapered blending brush. I use that one all the time when I'm doing a cut crease. And where are you? I can never find my baby. Here it is. It's because she's short. This is my favorite blending brush. It's by It Cosmetics. This is from their Ulta line, so just to pick out a few. So just like almost every YouTuber on YouTube, I have a small set of Alex drawers that the tabletop sits on top of. And I actually have them organized in a very specific order. So if I'm doing my makeup starting from the last drawer to the top drawer, they're in order of how I apply my makeup. I know I'm crazy, but it's what works, and it actually helps me get my makeup done faster, so I actually really like it. This is the bottom drawer, so this is where I start. First things first is obviously my primers. This back here is where I keep all of my primers, all of my setting sprays, and that includes like eyelid primer as well. So right now I've been loving the Smashbox Photo Finish. That's a fave. Let's see, what else? Anything Dr. Brandt I super love. I get a ton of samples and like BoxyCharm and stuff. Favorite setting spray is the Urban Decay All Nighter. Thank you, Christina, for introducing me to that. And yeah, favorite eyelid primer would probably have to be, I can never find anything. Favorite eyelid primer is probably this one from Milani. This is their lightweight invisible finish eyeshadow primer. Love it. And by the way, all of these things are from Target. I got them in like the bathroom section. Okay, and then the next thing I put on is foundation, but I'll go ahead and do concealers just so I'm kind of going in order here. This is my little concealer box. I have the NYX Corrective Concealer palette back there. Things that are necessary in here are definitely the LA Girl Pro Concealers. This Rimmel one's like okay. A lot of these are samples. Huge fan of the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye. I recently purchased the Fit Me Concealer by Maybelline, and so far I'm really liking it. So I think that's going to be a new must-have. And then the Maybelline Age Rewind in Neutralizer. Again, thank you, Christina, for showing me that. Christina's like my makeup godmother. When we first met, I did not know about makeup. She showed me a lot of what I know is from Christina. So next up is foundations, and this also includes CC creams and BB creams. Tried and true since day one, Garnier BB cream, love it. Must-haves are definitely the Revlon Color Stay Whipped. It's one of my favorite full coverage foundations. Laneige BB cushion, Too Faced Born This Way foundation, which is okay, I'd say. Really been enjoying the Fit Me Matte and Poreless. And then I have all my powders over here. I say all like there's a lot. There's really not that many. So I have the HD LA Girl Pro Powder, It Cosmetics High Definition Powder, e.l.f. High Definition Powder. I have no idea. I think this is from a BoxyCharm. Your Minerals High Definition Powder. My all-time fave, holy grail, been using this since high school, is this CoverGirl Loose Powder. I can never find the Airspun. I am interested in trying it, but to me this is like, does the same thing, if not better. So this is the bomb. I got it in translucent light. Where's the color? Yeah, it's in the color Translucent Light. So if you can't find the Airspun that Patrick Starr preaches about, then I would definitely check out this one. I think it's absolutely beautiful, and it does the same thing. So next is blushes, concealers, and highlights. There's some times when I feel like, damn, you really don't have that much makeup, Ivana. You just fit that all three categories in one drawer. And it's easy to feel that way when you look at people like Nicole Guerrero or Jaclyn Hill that have towers of these drawers full of makeup, but for me this is good, and I honestly don't even use it all. I'm trying to cut down and make sure that I keep my collection small, so I'm happy with this. But in this drawer here, I keep all of my blushes. I have a whole bunch of NYX blushes. Favorites for fall are definitely like copper and mocha. I'm getting into those browns and reds. This is Sierra Suede by Makeup Beauty Cosmetics. Oh my gosh, it's a loose powder blush. It is heaven for fall. It's gorgeous. So that's all my blushes in there, and then back here I keep my bronzers. I don't have a ton. Physicians Formula, Model Company, Tarte Cosmetics, Pixie. I don't have a ton of bronzers, like loose bronzers. Highlights, the ones that I do have, I'm like freaking in love with. This is the Ofra Illuminating Blush Strips, and then this is Narcissistic by NYX. So I really don't feel like I need any more than that. And then these are all just like random sample highlighters that I've received that I just keep in there. The reason I don't have a ton of like loose bronzers is because I usually buy my bronzers in bulk or in palettes, if you will. So the Anastasia Contour Kit, this is like my go-to. If you can't already see, this one and this one are like my go-to colors. So I usually pick bronzers from here. I'm not picking like a regular bronzer. And then even before that, I would use this City Colors palette. Currently, these for me are like a must-have in your collection. Look at those gorgeous blush colors. Oh my gosh. And to me, it takes you like from fall to spring all year round. It's gorgeous. So beautiful. Love it. This is their bronzer palette. Again, fave colors if you can't already tell. Love it. To me, you need these in your kit. Then I have this little Z palette with like random blushes that I've received. I think, are these Makeup Geek? Yeah, I have a couple Makeup Geek blushes, and I think these are actually eyeshadows from Stilasia. I don't know, I got them at IMATS. But they're just some random blushes that I thought were really pretty, and I had to pick those up. This next drawer is kind of like where I feel the money is at in my collection. This is where I keep all of my eyeshadows and eyeshadow palettes. So in this little thing, I have some of my smaller palettes. I have a whole bunch of little individual eyeshadows. I have some pigments, my little Melt Cosmetics stack. I have this Buxom palette, Lorac Summer Something palette, the Naked Basics palette, and then my Inglot palette. I have the Urban Decay Naked 2 palette, the Nude palette, that's literally like my third one, the Lorac Unzipped palette or Lorac Unzipped palette, Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette. I have the Revealed 1, 2, and 3 palette. I only purchased the first one. The other two came in a BoxyCharm, or in a couple of BoxyCharms, so pretty lucky there. I have the Lorac Pro palette. Christina gave me that one. Cargo palette, the Essentials. Love that one. My baby. This is my baby. This is my baby right here. This is my Battle Ash palette by Saucebox, and then this is a Z palette with all of my Makeup Geek shadows in there. This row right here is foiled Makeup Geek shadows. These two rows here are just their regular shadows, and then down here there's a couple of Anastasia because I wanted to try those, and then some Morphe. Not super stoked about the Morphe shadows. Again, love their blushes and bronzers, but not a huge fan of their shadows. And the Anastasia shadows are nice, but they're very high priced, and Makeup Geek is just as good, if not better. I also keep my little color switch thing in here by Mona Vera. This is pretty much like you run your brush through here, and you can go from having black shadow on your brush and then rub it in here, dip it in some white, and you won't have any like secondary color transfer, so I really, really like this. These are just magnets for my Z palettes. And then back here is when I was doing YouTube with Christina, I couldn't help myself but collect all these palettes. She like kind of convinced me that I needed to have them in a way. So yeah, I have Elsa, Ariel, Snow White, and Jasmine, but honestly I don't use them and it makes me so sad. So I really don't know what I'm going to do with them, but they are really pretty to have. Back here I have an extra Z palette. Don't ask me why, I just always felt like I needed an extra one. And then I also have a huge BH Cosmetics 88 palette. I'm not sure which one this is. It just says BH88M. This usually comes out around the season because I'm using it for Halloween. I pretty much have every color or can create any color that I need to with this palette. So I absolutely love having it around. The colors really are super pigmented. They're not really like A++ in the long wearing department, so you're definitely going to need an eyelid primer with these, but at the same time, like I said, they come in really handy when you're trying to do like a Halloween look. I mean, these are the purples that I use for Ursula. These are the blacks and grays that I use to shade for zombies. This is like a must. Like, if you're starting to collect makeup, I recommend you get this. That way, like, you'll always have every color while you're waiting to build your collection. Next drawer is one of my faves. This is my eyelash drawer, and it's actually looking a little sparse than normal. I normally have at least 5 or 6 pairs of drugstore lashes in here. I just haven't made a trip in a while. My favorite are the Ardell Edgies right now. Any of the Edgies from that line I've been absolutely loving. I have some of their individual lashes that I use for my bottom lash line. Those are also Ardell. Those are Ardell. These here are from Morphe. Love their lashes. Super affordable, super inexpensive. I have no idea why I have these. I would probably never wear those. I have a couple pairs of mink lashes. Again, these are from a BoxyCharm box. BoxyCharm has blessed my collection with quite a few awesome products, and I've never found the occasion to wear these, and I'm partially terrified that I'll fall in love with mink lashes and like never be able to go back, and that would just not be good financially. And then this is my other pair. These are from Eyelashy Sexy. I've had these for forever, but they're just so pretty. They're so pretty. This is another one of those little bathroom organizers, and in here I just have a couple of tools. This is an individual lash curl from Japonesque. This is a Lancome eyelash curler, best in the biz if you ask me. Holy Grail mascara would be the CoverGirl, the Rocket. I use Duo eyelash glue, or I like the Kiss one. As long as it's brush on, we're in business. I have the It Cosmetics Better Than Sex mascara in here if I'm looking to boost my lower lashes. And then I also have like eyebrow pluckers in here, or tweezers. I call them eyebrow pluckers. I have these little scissors that are apparently called cuticle scissors, but I use these to trim my lashes, so I keep those in there as well. And then I stick my beauty blender in here just because it seems to be the best place where that would go. Alrighty, this is the last drawer. Why do I say drawer funny? Anyways, alright, this is the last drawer of the Alex drawers that I have, and these are all my lippies. So I have 3 sections here. This is obviously lip liners, and can you tell which one is my fave? This one I literally like bought one time, fell in love with it, and ran out, and to avoid that I made sure that I bought like 4 of them when I was at... where did I go? It was some convention. But these are the Alley Girl Endless Lip Liners. Love, love, love these. Big fan of Milani. L'Oreal 6 Hour Infallible is always a delight. I also have those Alley Girl lip liners again in like red and orange and this like maroony color. Is this the same color? This is the same color. And that's because this is the best lip liner to use with Lovely from Anastasia Beverly Hills. It works flawlessly. This is in the color Marvelous. And then these are just like random ones that I got from boxes. In here are all my lip crayons, or anything that resembles a lip crayon. So I have a lot of Revlon, Tarte, Too Faced melted lipsticks. Those are fantastic. Another Tarte. These are from NYX. These are their Chunky Dunks. Another Revlon. Trestique. And this is a little like Jouer lipstick sample. Alright, and then over here is all my lip glosses or liquid lipstick type things. So I have some like NYX butter glosses. I'm not a huge fan of lipstick, or I'm sorry, I'm not a huge fan of lip gloss, but some are just so pretty. I'm like, I can't get rid of you. And I really don't know anybody who's super into lip gloss. Otherwise, I would just give them all to them. Like this. When am I ever going to wear this? When am I ever going to wear this? That's crazy. But being on YouTube, I feel like as soon as I throw something away, I need it. I know they get a lot of crap, but I really do like the Lime Crime liquid lipsticks, the Velveteens. I really need to try the Kat Von D ones though, because from what Christina tells me, they will blow my mind. And then I like the Anastasia ones. They're not my favorite, but obviously I bought them. I bought like $100 worth, so I ain't getting rid of them that soon. And then a great drugstore option. They are quite drying, but they're honestly the first liquid lipstick I ever used and then fell in love with. These are the Wet n Wild Everlasting Liquid Lip Colors, and I think they still make them, but they're gorgeous. I love them. I'm going to show you what's in these drawers, and they're not in order like my Alex drawers were. So this is my area that's like kind of just for like sticks and pencils and stuff. This is my eyebrow drawer. I mean business when it comes to my brows. I use a ton of product. Holy Grail is the Anastasia Dip Brow. If you hate that it tends to dry out, I recommend putting some oil. I use the Tarte Maracuja oil and add some in there. I have powders, I have highlighters for underneath my brow, I have pencils. Huge fan of Cella, if you can't already tell. I tend to use this concealer to kind of correct underneath my brow once I'm done. So love. Also, great drugstore option is this Milani brow tint pen. That's a great drugstore option. Next up is eyeliners, and if you subscribe to like Ipsy or BoxyCharm or whatever, you know, both, 3 of them, doesn't matter, you're gonna always have a full drawer. They really stock you up, let me tell you. Current fave is this Makeup Beauty gel eyeliner in the color black, obviously. Favorite brush pen liner is by Jessie's Girl. Just sucks that you can only get it online. Favorite liquid eyeliner is by L'Oreal. This is their Intense Liner in Carbon Black. As far as color goes, I really like these LA Girl Glide On Gel Liners. I have a ton of colors. I have a bright blue, a dark blue. Maybe I don't have a ton of colors. I thought I did. I have a gold. I have a purple. That's kind of a lot, right? And then here's where I keep all my extra mascaras because I've just kind of collected a lot going to conventions and stuff. I have a Better Than Sex, Lights, Camera, Lashes, and then It Cosmetics Hello Lashes. This is Lash Domination by Bare Minerals. So that was it for my desk tour. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and maybe got some ideas on how to organize things. And I hope that it encourages and inspires you to realize that you can really make any little pocket of space work, and you can just be creative and really make it you. I think that my space totally reflects every aspect of my busy life, and when I'm in my corner sitting in my little chair, I'm very content and very in the zone, and it's kind of like my little safe haven in my room. If you did like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. You can hit the subscribe button if you want to make sure that you don't miss out on any other videos that I make. Leave me a comment down below letting me know how you organize your lives and what sort of stuff is in your little work area. I'm always itchy to get new ideas, so comment down below and I try to keep the conversation going with you guys. You can check the description box down below for all of my links to my social media. I'm pretty much Ivana_who everywhere. I think some places I don't have the underscore, but that's the gist of it. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!